Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jai Hind, Namaskar. So I hope I am properly audible and visible to all of you. Good morning. Okay. Good morning, sir. The video related to making notes of it. Last name. Okay. Okay. Let me see this. Okay, and then I will let you know. So good morning, everyone, and I welcome you all to this session. So now we are going to discuss about this editorial and what topics we are having. Let us see that. The first topic which we are having is future of energy. Future of energy in India. There has been recently some suggestions about it. So we are going to discuss about that part. Then we are going to talk about the curb on social media. The curb on social media. Some countries has gone for curbing the social media, especially for the teenagers or the young ones or the children who are of age less than 16. So there has been social media curve by many of the countries, and now there is a discussion in India also that should we implement a social media curve for the young ones also in India. So these are the two topics which we are going to discuss. Now let me just give you a hint of this one topic, future of energy. Let's say here the article is about unified policy architecture for India's energy future. When we are talking about notes making, that how we should be preparing the notes of this topic. Okay. What is the theme here? If you look at this, the theme here is energy. The theme is energy. And you will find that in 1 month, there is around 4 to 5 editorials on minimum with respect to this topic. You will get 4 to 5 editorials per month with respect to this one topic. So it's not that your entire notes is going to be completed in just one editorial. Every editorial is adding some new perspective with respect to energy. So now what you can do, like suppose right now, in today's session, when we are talking about energy, what we are going to see? We are going to see some of the facts with respect to current energy status. We will talk about some of the achievements of India. We will talk about some limitations which are there. And we will talk about the unified policy approach. Unified policy approach. Unified policy approach. So when you are making the notes of this one topic, energy, so today you can note down all these 4 parts, that there is the facts with respect to the current energy status or current energy mix of India, then the achievements of India over the last some years, then we will also talk about the limitations, then we will talk about the unified policy approach. Maybe in the next week you may again get some some editorial with respect to solar versus nuclear, or you may get this, that solar energy, what are the issues and all. Sometimes you will be getting topic about the hydropower. Okay. So you can have pages which you can add here. Suppose on one page, today you are making the notes of this one thing. Okay. So you are having one loose page where you are writing today's notes. Now suppose after 1 week, you are getting another article with respect to editorial of energy. You can add one more page. Gradually over a period of time, you will find that you will have 6 to 7 page with respect to this energy. Now, this is not only current affairs. If you look at this, it is one of the very important part of your syllabus. It is a very important part of your syllabus. So you are not just covering the current affairs, in fact, you are covering the entire syllabus portion related to energy. It is not prepared in one day. It will be generally accumulated over a period of time. And do we need to update it always? You will find that every editorial is adding some new perspective, because those people who are writing the editorials, they are experts of this field. They are experts of the field. So in any one book or any one notes, you will get a limited perspective. But with the help of editorial, you are going to add on new perspectives every time. Now, just to give you one idea, many of you have been attending the session from the last 2-3 months. So you may have seen that on this topic of energy, we have discussed already 7 to 8 articles in the last 1 month. And every time you will be getting some new ideas that what we can do with respect to India's energy issue. Okay. So this is one thing which you have to do. I hope that is clear. I think some of you may have seen multiple such editorials with respect to energy. Some of you may have seen multiple editorials with respect to this energy topic. Okay. So this is how you have to prepare the notes. So I think now that is settled, that how you have to make the notes. So let's go to the topic now. The first thing is, again, we have to know about the facts with respect to energy. The facts with respect to this energy part. That what are the things which are there. Okay. See, when we look at India, what we see that we have a goal. We are having a goal, and what is that goal? The goal is simple: to have energy self-reliance, to achieve energy self-reliance by 2047. This is the target of India. This is the target of India, that we want to achieve this. We also have a goal that we want to achieve net zero emission by 2070. We also want to achieve net zero emission. We want to achieve net zero emission by 2070. Okay. Now, at the same time, we also aim to have the universal, affordable, accessible electricity for all the people. Okay. So this is one of the part, that what is our goal. Okay. Now, if we talk about the achievements, if we talk about that what achievements have been there till now, what achievements have been there, you will see that we have got near universal electrification. We see that there has been near universal electrification. Near universal electrification. Okay. What is the meaning of it? The meaning is simple, that almost all the people in India, almost all the households in India, they have got this electricity connection. There may be certain areas where people are not having it, but in a general basis, almost all the houses have now got this electrification. Okay. We have also seen that there has been supply of clean cooking fuel to a large section of population. Okay. अच्छा, मैं पिकनिक पर भी एडिटोरियल पढ़ा रहा था, ये भी अच्छी बात है. Okay, now see this one thing. See, this is the region. You will see there's one part that many a times my family members are saying that keep your knowledge to yourself. Do not discuss anything in the house. Okay. Keep your knowledge to yourself. Like whenever they are talking something, and if I am adding some scientific logic there or other perspective there. So everyone in my house tell me, keep your knowledge to yourself. You don't have to argue here. So keep your knowledge to your class. Okay. So they don't allow me to say anything outside the classes. Okay. So this is like, suppose this is my studio. So once I get out of my studio, I stop talking about geopolitics. I stop talking about the energy or any other thing. So that is also one thing which I maintain. No discussion regarding this outside this studio room. Okay. Now see. So we have this one thing. We also see that there has been more than 10 crore LPG connections. More than 10 crore LPG connections under PM Ujjwala. Under this PM Ujjwala Yojana. Okay. So that is also one of the thing. What we see that our renewable energy capacity has grown from near about 40 gigawatt in 2014 to approximately 260 gigawatt as of now. Okay. So our renewable energy capacity up from 40 gigawatt to 260 gigawatt in last one decade. So this is also one thing which we see, that our energy capacity has also grown from around 40 gigawatt to 260 gigawatt in the last one decade. So India is also one of the world's fastest growing renewable energy sector. Okay. So this is one thing which we see. Now, so this is one of the part that when we are talking about energy, on one side this is our goal, on this side this is our achievement. Now coming to this one part, that what are the limitations when we are talking about this, what are the limitations which we are facing? What are the limitations which we are facing? We see that still we have a very high reliance, still we are having a significant reliance on import of the energy sources. Okay. So we see that we are still largely dependent on import of oil, coal, uranium, LPG, etc. So we are still dependent on the import of oil, coal, uranium, LPG, even LNG also. So we have a huge dependence on import. We have a huge dependence on import even in the present times. Okay. Then we also see this one part, that we are also having like renewable capacity. This is something which is increasing. However, the actual utilization is still dominated by coal. So while our capacity has increased, now the renewable energy capacity of India exceeds 50%. Our renewable energy capacity exceeds 50%. But we are still largely dependent on coal. It goes up to 70 to 80% from time to time. 70 to 80% from time to time. Okay. So we see that on one side we are still largely dependent. Now there is third part, poverty of technology with respect to renewable energy. or clean energy. We are having this one issue. That we are having poverty of technology with respect to the renewable energy or coal. Like for example, if we are talking about solar panels, we see that there is a dependence on China, because the silicon chips which are required, we are still dependent on China. Then we see the battery storage, that is poor. The nuclear power plants, we are trying to get foreign technology, we are trying to get foreign collaborations, but we are not developing by ourselves. So this is also one of the part where we are seeing that there is a dependence on other nations. Then you will also see this one thing, there is another issue, which is the lack of grid integration. There is a lack of grid integration. Means we are having lack of optimum use of available resources. We have this lack of optimum use of available resources. So that is also one of the missing factor. That is also one of the challenging factor which we see here. Okay. That we are having this lack of optimum use of the resources. These all things are there. Okay. What does it mean that our renewable energy capacity has increased? It means that we have installed solar panels. We have got solar energy generation capacity, but we are not generating that. We have the capacity, we have got the solar panels, we are not generating it. Why? Because when you are generating it, you have to store it or you have to supply it. So when you are storing it, you need battery, but we are having the lack of batteries. We are having the lack of battery technology. Second thing is, you have to supply it, but we are having the lack of grid integration. We have got solar panels, but it is not connected to the grid through which the electricity can be supplied. So while we are happy on this ground that we have got solar energy, but the solar energy is not being used. Optimum means best usage. Optimum means of the best possible usage. Okay. शांति बिल का यूज एनर्जी वाले क्वेश्चन के कंक्लूजन में कर सकते हैं. हाँ, of course you can do that. So this is the limitation part, that what limitations are there. Now coming to this one thing, that a policy suggestion has been provided. The policy suggestion has been provided. This entire article is about it only. That there is basically Indian National Science Academy. There is a organization, Indian National Science Academy. Indian National Science Academy. So this one has given policy suggestion. This organization has given some policy suggestion that what India should be doing. Okay. First thing is, it has said that we need to ensure adequacy of energy. First point is this, adequacy. That we need to ensure that there is adequate energy available for the people. It says that you must focus on the adequacy. Okay. So it has been said that ensure reliable and diversified energy supply. Ensure reliable and diversified energy supply. It has said that ensure reliable and diversified energy supply. Okay. The thing is, if we are having solar energy, if we are having wind energy, the major problem is solar energy is not available throughout the day. Wind energy is not available throughout the day. Just to give you an idea, solar energy is at peak during the daytime. Wind energy is at peak during the evening time. So we have to combine them both. And during the night time, we need other source of energy. So we cannot be dependent on just one source of energy for 24/7 supply. We have to ensure the optimum mix. Like suppose in one of the district, if we are having a solar panel, a solar power plant. So similarly, we also should explore that is the wind energy also possible here? If not, can we go for the nuclear energy also there? Can we combine them both? And having that combined, can we ensure 24/7 supply of energy? So it's not that you have to supply energy 24 hours with nuclear only. During the daytime, you can use the solar panels. During the evening or night, you can rely on nuclear power. So we have to diversify our resources. We have to ensure that there is a diversification of the sources, and through that we can supply 24/7 continuous electricity. Okay. So we have to maintain a balanced mix of conventional and emerging energy sources. We have to maintain a balance of conventional and emerging energy resources. That we have to make a balance here. We have to make a balance. We need to also modernize. We have to also modernize infrastructure. Our grid infrastructure, energy storage, digital integration, energy storage, digital infra. So all these things can also be there. Okay. So this is one of the part. The first part is we have to ensure the adequacy. Like suppose if you want, you can also give the suggestion of use of AI in energy sector. That we can use AI so that AI can predict and analyze that at what time of day there is the maximum utilization of electricity and how that electricity can be supplied at that point of time, and at what point of time we need to reduce our consumption. We need to reduce our supply. Okay. So use of AI also can be there in the case of modern grids. We can also use AI in the modern grid structure. Then the second part which has been discussed here, that adequacy is one part. We also have to ensure access. The second part is about the access. The second part is about the access. That it is talking about reliable and equitable energy services for all. Reliable and equitable energy source for all. Nowadays, you may be seeing this, that when we are having this peak demand of electricity, especially during the summer time, especially during the time of summer, you may have seen that in some areas we are having continuous supply of electricity, whereas the other areas they are having load shedding. They are having load shedding, that now they are not getting electricity for 3 to 4 hours, and some other posh areas are getting continuous supply of electricity. That if there is a good part of city where there is rich people, where there is industries, where there is factories, offices, they are getting continuous supply of electricity. On the other hand, where there is a normal citizens or the poor citizens, they are having power cut from time to time. So it is also talking about the excess. It is talking about improving service quality and decentralized energy solution. Okay. Improving service quality, improving service quality and decentralized energy solution. What is the meaning of decentralized? In many areas, you may see this one part, that we are having one large grid instead of having a smaller grid or smaller units of production. So in many areas, we have seen that we are having one large grid infrastructure or one large generation center instead of having some smaller ones. The problem with large infrastructure is that even if this one large infrastructure is affected, it is going to impact a huge area. But if we are having a smaller infrastructure, then we will see that the impact will be on a smaller level. The impact will not be on large level. If we are having a small grids, if we are having a small infrastructure, so only certain areas will be impacted, not the entire area. So we need to have this one thing, we need to decentralize our energy sources. Here you can give example of SMR, a small modular reactor. This is a type of nuclear reactor. A small modular reactor or nuclear reactor which can be there for 300 megawatt of energy. So instead of having a 1000 megawatt nuclear power plant, we can have three small modular reactors at different places which can provide a decentralized energy source. So that is one of the suggestion. Then it is also talking about affordability. It is also talking about this one angle, that energy should be affordable. Affordability. It is talking about this one thing, that the energy transition should remain economically feasible. Economically feasible. Just to give you one example, if there is a person, those who need a solar power plant, if they are going for installment of solar panels, what will be the cost? Any idea? What is the cost of installation? What is the cost of installation of a solar panel of 3 kV? If we are having a 3 kilowatt solar panel, so what will be the cost of it? Any idea? What will be the cost of installation of a 3 kilowatt solar panel? Like in Gujarat, Torrent Power maintained the electricity distribution. Okay. Like in most of the states, it is the private sector which is supplying it. 1.5 lakh. You will find that generally it is said at 1.5 lakh, but the actual cost ranges from 2 to 2.5 lakh. So the actual cost is 2 lakh to 2.5 lakh. Now the thing is, at many places the government is giving subsidy. Even after the subsidy, people will have to pay near about 1.5 lakh rupees. Even after subsidy, a person will have to pay 1.5 lakh subsidy. Now, those who are looking for 3 kilowatt solar panel, it means their electricity bill is going to be something around 2000 rupees monthly on an average. Yearly average will be 2000 rupees. So on an yearly basis, they are spending 25,000 rupees on electricity. Now, if they are investing in solar panels, so they are going to pay upfront cost of 1.5 lakh rupees at once. They are paying upfront cost of 1.5 lakh rupees at once after the subsidy. So they are paying the electricity bill of 6 years at once. Now think about this. Will that require maintenance from time to time? क्या उसमें maintenance की आवश्यकता होगी? The solar panels may give good performance for, let's say, 4 years, 5 years. The batteries will have to be changed. Battery change करना होगा. Okay. Then within 10 years, they will need replacement. So what we see that when we are going for the solar panels, it is still something which is costly for the people. Everyone is not having an electricity bill of 6,000 rupees per month. Everyone is not having this electricity bill of 6,000 rupees per month. Normally, the electricity bill is 2,500 rupees for a common family. Over the period of time, you will find that in the summer, it will be at high level. During the winters, it will come low. And at the same time, if you are having the solar panels, despite that, during the night time, if you have to operate a air conditioner, then you will still have to use grid electricity. So you have paid for the bill. You have paid for the bill of the solar panels also, and you will also have to pay for the night electricity, because the batteries will not be supporting more than one AC. The batteries will not be supporting more than one AC. So that is also one of the challenge. So energy transition should remain economically feasible. So this is also one of the part. Then at the same time, it has also been said that we have to ensure appropriate sustainability. We have to also see appropriate sustainability. What is saying that one size fit all approach this one should not be used. We see that local problem where they will require local solution. Local problem will require local solution. You cannot have a national policy for all the districts in India that everyone will be having electricity in the same manner. It depends on this energy. The solution depend on social, economic and environmental context. So energy mix, it will depend on social, economical and environmental context. So these are the suggestions which has been provided. These 4 suggestions have been provided: affordability, access, adequacy and appropriate sustainability. So these 4 suggestions have been provided with respect to energy in India. Okay. I think I have talked to the team yesterday. The batch is already in the planning phase, so it will be launched very soon. Okay. Now, coming to the next part. So this is the first article. On the basis of it, we have this question: India's next phase of energy transition requires a unified governance framework that integrates all energy sources, technologies and institutions. Comment. Okay. So this is one thing which you have to talk about. This is one of the answer which you have to write. Okay. Now, coming to the second part, the second editorial. Curbing young adults on social media. Okay. That we are talking here about limiting the access of social media for the young ones. So when did you made your first Facebook account? आपने अपना पहला Facebook account कब बनाया था? When did you create your first Facebook account? Tell me about this. (2018) यूज ही नहीं करते. That's good. आज तक फेसबुक नहीं बनाया। अच्छा, तो इंस्टाग्राम, इंस्टाग्राम और फेसबुक, वेरी गुड। तो देयर वाज वन सोशल मीडिया ऐप, ऑर्कुट। ऑर्कुट का नाम आपने सुना है? देयर वाज वंस अ सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म कॉल्ड एज ऑर्कुट। ये नाम सुना है आपने या नहीं? ऑर्कुट के बारे में सुना है? चलो, तो इफ यू हैव हर्ड अबाउट ऑर्कुट, नहीं सुना है ना? तो ऑर्कुट वाज लाइक अ प्रिकर्सर टू फेसबुक। फेसबुक के आने से पहले जो सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म था वो था ऑर्कुट। काफी पहले ये चलता था, 2010 से पहले, 2010 से पहले ऑर्कुट फेमस हुआ करता था। बट देन फेसबुक अराइव्ड और फिर फेसबुक पे जितने लोग थे वो स्विच कर गए। तो देयर वाज अ सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म ऑर्कुट ऑल्सो। तो खैर, देयर इज दिस वन पार्ट what we see that globally a new trend has been shown, a new trend. Several countries, what they are doing, they are curbing use of social media by children of age less than 16. There are several countries, okay, there are several countries like Australia is there, Indonesia is there, Malaysia, France, Canada. Okay, so Australia is very much famous. Okay, Australia is very much famous. Australia, it is one of the famous. There has been discussion in UK also, Canada also, France also, Indonesia also. So many of them are looking about this idea. Many of them are looking about this one thing, that should be curbed the social media uses for teenagers. When we talk about China, it has a policy of limit on screen time. On screen time of young ones. So China has a policy of limit on this screen time of young ones, means the new or the children under 16. Okay. So now think that if we are talking about this, that many countries are going for this. But if we try to examine, if we are trying to examine it, that whether it is good or not, whether it is possible or not, if we do the analysis of the ban, if we are doing the analysis of the ban, okay. Now tell me about this. Children, if we are talking about them, can they access it? Can they access social media by someone else's account? Is it possible that they can access the social media by someone else's account? Can Instagram do this? Ki every time you are opening Instagram, you are getting a message that first verify yourself, then only you will be able to use Instagram. क्या Instagram में ऑप्शन है? क्या Instagram में ऑप्शन है कि they will be verifying each and every time that who is using this social media account? Do they have option like this? Every time when you open Instagram, first you have to scan your face. ये ऑप्शन है क्या इंस्टाग्राम में? मुझे क्यों नहीं दिखाता? If Instagram is doing this, will that be a threat to privacy? Will that be a threat to privacy of the individuals? अगर Instagram ऐसा करना स्टार्ट करे तो will that be a threat of privacy for the individuals? There are lots of security policies, so there is a rare chance of accessing someone. Let's say I am having an Instagram account. Let us say I am having an Instagram account. Then there is a child in my home. Let us say of 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. He is taking my mobile phone and then using my Instagram account. So how Instagram is going to verify it? How Instagram is going to verify it? Is it possible? Limiting the screen time. Limiting a screen time. Again, using a phone of elderly. Using a phone of elderly. Is it possible or not? Suppose there is a mobile phone which is belonging to a kid. So you are having a screen time limitation on this. You cannot use this mobile phone for more than 1 hour or 2 hours. But what if they are using the mobile phones of an adult? Are you going to check whether it is being used by adult or not? If you are checking that, will that amount to threat to the privacy of the individual? Will that amount to the threat of privacy of the individual? So can you check it every time who is using the phone? So what we see that children, if we are trying to do this, okay, this age verification part, the age verification part, the age verification, it is something which is also, it give rise to, or it raises privacy concern also. It raises privacy concern also. It is raising the privacy concern. Then the third part is, there are other unregulated websites or applications. Children can access them. And these websites may have much more dangerous content. They can have much more dangerous content. Generally, we'll find that we are having Facebook, Instagram, or other social media applications. They are still within a limit. Of course, they are also having some content which can be harmful for the young ones. But at the same time, if we are curbing the use of social media for the children, it's not that they are just those people who are going to abide by your rules. आप घर में किसी बच्चे को बोलो कि ये काम नहीं करना है, the child will be doing exactly that task. If you tell a child that you don't have to eat something, they will be eating that. If you tell them you don't have to go outside, they will be going outside. If you ask them not to do anything, they will especially do that thing. That is the nature of the children. So you cannot curb the social media use by just banning or by just having a social media regulation for a few giants. If you are telling a child that you don't have to use it, they will especially use it. That is the curious mind of the children. क्योंकि उन्हें यही लगेगा कि there might be something which my parents are denying me. Okay. there might be something which is good, which parents are denying it. So the children especially, they think about this. That is the child psychology. They will always think if their parents are hiding something from them, they will be very much curious about it. They are going to be very much curious about it. You change the password, you will find that they will easily get access to it. Within a few days, they will be observing it and then they will be getting it. Recently, my sister's kid was here at my residence. So he was trying to open my phone. My phone is having password and I don't tell anyone. So what he used to do, he used to take my mobile, and since it opens with face also, so he used to keep my phone towards me, seeing that will it open or not. So they observe thing, they are observing thing and then they try to open it. So he used to always, that he used to see me that if I am not looking at my phone, if I am not paying attention to anything, so he used to bring that phone in front of me, trying to open the phone. So he was always eager to open my phone. He was not successful, but he has tried multiple times. Okay. So this is one thing. If you tell them not to do something, they will definitely do the same thing. Okay. Many a times he used to come to the studio and open the digital board. I have always forbidden him that you don't have to come to this room, and as soon as he see that I am out of sight, he comes to the same room. He used to open the digital board. So that is the mind of the children. If you tell them not to do something, they will always be doing it. Okay. So this is one thing which we see. If we are doing the analysis of this ban, we see that it is not, there is no such universal link. Okay. Now again, what we see that, like, the thing is, if this is not working, photo se bhi open ho jata hai? Nahi, iPhone doesn't open with photo. iPhone open nahi hota. Even if I close one of my eyes slightly, it will not open. Okay. So what we see now, the thing is, if ban is not effective, then what? If ban is not effective, then what we need to do? Okay. Then what we need to do? We need to regulate the content on the social media. We need to regulate the content on social media, social platforms. We need to audit the social platforms. We need to audit the social platforms for any patterns related to addiction. Any patterns related to addiction. Social media platforms have a tendency. They are trying to ensure this addiction. So we should also be like seeing how these platforms are working. There should be government. It should ask platforms for transparency about their algorithms. We have talked about this algorithm factor many times, that if you are searching something, you are regularly getting a content like that which promotes addiction, which is harming the mind of the people, which is affecting the mind of the young ones. So that is also one thing. Then of course, household level intervention. Household level intervention. The thing is, household level intervention. Okay. So the parents, they have to monitor parents, they have to monitor, the parents should monitor online activities of children. That what their children are doing, this is their responsibility. It is their responsibility also, that they have to work on this part, they have to work on this dimension, that what their children are doing, what their children are doing. So this is one of the part that we need monitoring. We need to regulate the content. We need to ensure that there is no such addiction. Generally, we'll find that children are getting easy access to certain contents. So, of course, we need to regulate that content. Now, if we are strictly banning, all the content, then they will be looking for alternatives. If we are strictly banning all the content, they will be looking for alternatives. So rather than banning the entire content, we should provide them the content in a selective manner. So there can be selective content which can be provided to them. Okay. हम छोटे थे तो Sir, my sister's daughter once got upset when I refused to give her my phone from the balcony. No, I have that aura of fear. Okay, so the kids who are there in and around me, they fear from me. So they are always afraid of me. They are always like afraid of me. Even if I scold them on phone also, so then they are afraid of me. So they don't do anything near me. So that's one part. You have to always maintain that aura of fear, that the children should be fearing you. Otherwise, they will start bothering you so much. Okay. Slowly changing their content will also be helping. The PDF of this will be available in Telegram. Okay. KGS IAS English Telegram. बिना देखे breakfast नहीं करता. Yes. So once he asked me to open the television. So I opened the television and then I started some educational videos. Okay, I played some educational video on the television. He switched off the television by himself and went to the other room. So whenever he used to ask me about television, that open the TV, I have to see something. So I used to open YouTube. I used to play some educational content there. And then he used to switch off the TV by himself. Then he used to go to his room and play with his all those vans which are there. JCB is also popular among the kids nowadays. Then they have all the guns, piano and everything. If there was a question that if there is no atmosphere, if there was no atmosphere, Earth would have been a very cold place. I think the question was not about atmosphere. The question was if there was no carbon dioxide or no greenhouse gases. It was asked recently in 2025 prelims. So then there would be chilling environment on Earth. Okay. Now, so that will be all for today. Here we have this one question also. The government should prioritize transparent, accountable, and safer social media platforms to create a genuine, secure digital environment for children. Discuss. So this is one answer which you have to write. This is one answer which you have to write. And last time, I have given you this one question. There is a need of realignment in India's West Asia policy in line with changing geopolitics and strategic interest. So how many of you have written? जैसे भी आपका भी फेवरेट था. Welcome Nilu. So how was your thesis exam? I think it has been over. You were giving the Maharashtra pieces this year. So is that exam completed? So how many of you have written this? See, in this question, if we talk about this, there is a need of realignment in India's West Asia policy in line with changing geopolitics and strategic interest. So I think, uh, I think you have already read all the parts of this. What you will do first in the introduction, you will give a detail about West Asia conflict. That can be one of the part, or interest of India. That will be one of the option. Second part will be interest of India in West Asia. तो इस दोनों में से कोई भी एक आर्टिकल आप लिख सकते हो फॉर द इंट्रोडक्शन पार्ट. Either one of them. You can talk about West Asia conflict, or you can talk about interest of India in the West Asia. Then changing geopolitics and so you will tell about first thing, changing geopolitics of West Asia. That will be the first part. Changing geopolitics of West Asia. Second part will be the strategic interest of India. Strategic interest of India. Third part will be the present policy. The present policy. Fourth part will be the challenges due to present policy. The fifth part is going to be the way forward, that what should be India's policy with respect to the policy, and then you can write the conclusion portion. So if we look at this answer, the first thing you can start with is a detail about West Asia conflicts, what's going on over there. Then you will mention about what is the change in the geopolitics of West Asia. In the last session, we have discussed this in detail, that what are the situations in West Asia as of now. Then we have also discussed about this, that why West Asia is crucial for India. We have seen individually about each of the countries. Then the present policy, what has been the present policy, what are the challenges with respect to the existing policies, and what we need to do in the future, how we need to respond in the future. Then you can write the conclusion. If you have not used this one, you can use it in the conclusion part, that West Asia remains crucial for India with respect to economy also, with respect to energy security also, and with respect to its citizens also. So that's why we need to align our policies with respect to changing realities of West Asia. Okay. So this is one part, how we can focus on writing in this answer. Everywhere on earth there will be same issue, even on equator. देखो, PDF download option is there in Telegram. I use the definition of West Asia conflict, and in mid I use the pillars of welfare, trade. Okay, good. So should we follow the same pattern of format for every answer writing of the question? We have to give introduction, we have to give conclusion. Since this question is saying that we need a realignment, that's why we are using the way forward. सर आंसर सही होता है, बट आपके जैसे पॉइंट्स को प्रॉपर नेम देने में प्रॉब्लम होती है. सी, तो दिस इज समथिंग व्हिच विल डेवलप ओवर टाइम. This is something which will be developing over a period of time. Anuj, if you are preparing for next year, so I will suggest you should be joining it, because it will help you in making a proper schedule. It will help you in making a proper schedule and finishing the course on time. So write this answer. We will be meeting again on Monday. Tomorrow there is Saturday, so we will not be meeting tomorrow. Okay. Okay, I will try to have some special sessions with respect to answer also. Although keep on seeing these sessions. इन सेशंस को आप देखोगे तो ग्रेजुअली आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कि हाउ वी आर राइटिंग द आंसर, हाउ वी आर राइटिंग द आंसर. देयर इज सम बेसिक पार्ट. जस्ट सी दिस वन क्वेश्चन. देयर इज अ नीड ऑफ रीअलाइनमेंट इन इंडियाज वेस्ट एशिया पॉलिसी इन लाइन विथ changing geopolitics and strategic interest, and you have to discuss it. So you will see that there are certain keywords. There is need of realignment, changing geopolitics, and strategic interest. So we are focusing on these three things. First, we are writing about what is the changing geopolitics in West Asia. Then we are discussing that what are the strategic interests. Then we are asking that what is our present policy. Since this question is saying that we need to realign. So first we have to tell what is our existing policy, what is the challenge with that. Then only we can say that we need a realignment. Then only we can say that there is a need of realignment. So this is how we are writing this answer. That first we have started with the introduction. Then we are talking about that what is the changing geopolitics. Then we are talking about this one part, that what are the strategic interests of India. Since the question is saying that we need a realignment, so first we have to tell what is the existing policy. If existing policy is there, there are certain challenges of it. Then only we need the realignment. So if you look at the question, it is automatically understood that what points you have to add. So in this way, if you see the question, if you read the questions properly, you will get to know that what you have to write in a particular answer. I hope that is clear. Yes, kal milenge on KGS. Okay. So all the best, Neelu, result ke liye. Acha, you are in stenographer in Bombay High Court. Good, very good. Congratulations. Okay. And see, of course, congratulations for this one, but at the same time, you have to aim higher. At the same time, we have to aim higher. So, congratulations, Neelu. See you all on Monday. And yes, tomorrow we will have the morning classes in the batch at 7:30. So, thank you everyone. Take care and all the best. Thank you.